Yeah. Get in there, lad. Make that point. You know. Oh, yes. You get me Don't go believing anything I say. No, don't go believing me. No, don't listen to me. Don't take any notice. Don't listen to anything that I say. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome back to Downing Street for today's coronavirus briefing. I'm joined by Chief Medical Officer Professor Chris Whitty and by Professor Steve Powis, the Medical Director of NHS England.
Christmas is nearly here. Do you think we're going to hear anything about getting back to normal? Or we're not going to be making things mandatory? Yeah, I don't think that's fucking happening. I don't think you're actually going to get any of it. They've no intention of letting this fucker go.
As more vaccines come on stream, we'll open vaccination centres in larger venues like sports stadia and conference halls next year. And that's when most people can expect to get their jabs.
And can I just, Matt Hancock, you have already had COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
So why would you then have the vaccine?
Because we don't yet know the impact of having had COVID on whether you're both immune or don't transmit it again. And so we'll be vaccinating people whether or not they've had COVID.
When the time comes, the NHS will get in touch with you. So you don't need to come forward and get into contact with the NHS.
You don't need to find them. They're going to come looking for you.
I felt really proud when I saw Mohammed Hassan, and I sat with him as he got his jab. He's a doctor at Milton Keynes Hospital who volunteered to treat COVID patients and himself caught COVID in the first peak.
Is because we've got to stick with it in the meantime. You know, if this virus rolls out...
And he said that the jab was painless, but he also talked about the challenges that we face right now whilst we roll out the jab right across the country.
And the problem is not with the health systems, it's the numbers of sufferers.
We're probably going to need a seasonal coronavirus vaccine that we all have every year to give us protection. And that may change with mutations, but this isn't a very variable virus. And I suspect it may stay the same for some years before we need to change it.
Even with this mass vaccination program underway, for the next few months, we will not have sufficient protection through the vaccination program. To do that, we must keep respecting the rules where we are and take those sensible steps that we can all take, like washing our hands, covering our face, and making space between people, respecting that social distancing and the rules that come with it.
Oh yeah, respect the rules, all right, yeah. They don't actually respect you and they don't actually respect the people, really. Because the first thing they did was anything normal, slap a fine on it. Really makes sense, really makes people want to, abide by these rules. So what do? Slap a charge on it that if you actually do anything, we're going to fine you for it. So essentially, the criminals running a protection racket. You don't do as we say, we're going to take money off you. Really inspires respect, that, doesn't it?
We can't stop doing that now just because the vaccine is here. And even if you've had the jab, you're not immune because the vaccine will not fully protect you until 7 days after you've received the second dose. And we don't yet know if it'll stop you from passing on the disease to other people. So we have to all keep acting as if we can still pass it on And that is the safest way to get the number of cases down and keep people safe.
We don't even know if this vaccine works. We're going to tell you that it works after 7 days after you've had the second jab, even though this muppet actually said, no, we're rolling out a virus. Yeah, brilliant, lad.
You know, if this virus rolls out...
Dead clever.
And can I just, sorry, Matt Hancock, you have already had COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't even know that. They're using any data that they actually find off anybody who gets the vaccine to justify the figures in the actual test subjects. Now, if somebody's actually received this vaccine as the world's first, what the fucking hell did the test subjects have? Bit confusing, that, isn't it? But that muppet from Sage, he let the cat out of the bag with that, didn't he?
Yeah, so as you may have spotted, there's a wide range of views on this subject. I'm hopeful we're going to start to get a readout early in the autumn as to whether this thing works or not. A lot of this depends on the intensity of infection. So in order to get a readout, you have to have a certain number of incident cases in the control vaccine population. And that then tells you that you can look at the real vaccinated population and see whether they've been protected.
Stupid bastard. Thinks he's fucking clever and he's a fucking bit of a dick because he stumbled over himself and fucking gripped himself up when he said it. Yeah, remember, everybody keep acting. Keep pretending it's there. Keep pretending we're all gonna die and, we all need to get this fucking vaccine. Oh, sorry, vaccine. Virusine. Maybe. Make whatever you want up because everybody's pretending at the moment.
Exactly.
Thanks very much, everybody. That concludes today's coronavirus briefing.